how are we? We all good?
Yeah.
It's good. I don't care. I just ask, just to fit in with everyone else, rather than out of any sort of genuine interest in anyone other than myself. But it's quite nice. Not joking. Couldn't care less about any of you. I'm not. And I said, why not? What's wrong with you? He said, I'm a bit sad. I said, why are you sad? He said, because my cat left. Not got lost, or wandered off, or died, but specifically left. Which suggests to me that a certain conscious decision had been made by this cat at some point. Called Peter. And I recently found out, this is completely true, I recently found out why Peter has never come out to his family. And it turns out he's mortally afraid to come out to his family because the phrase "peters out" means to dwindle into nothingness. And he's genuinely afraid that if he ever comes out to his family, he will cease to exist. But I was thinking, this whole phrase that doctors use about we're doing everything we can, I think we're supposed to be either reassured or impressed by this basically job description. I mean, I think my response to this was supposed to be, oh good, great, wonderful. My response was, good. That was my response. I dropped all of my glasses. I think we're supposed to go, great, you're doing everything we can. I don't, I just go, well, I would expect nothing less from you. Of course you're doing everything you can. If a doctor comes out to me and I say, how's she doing? And then the doctor goes, yeah, she's alright. I mean, the problem is, to be honest, I'll level with you, we're just not trying very hard. I mean, it's one of those days where, when you get on the train at the start of the day and you're like, I cannot wait for dinner. It's one of those days where I spent the whole day thinking, you should see us in there, we're just playing Angry Birds at the moment. Ted's got like the high score on World 5, Hammam High. I mean, she might be dead, to be honest. We haven't checked on her for like an hour. Ted, is it an app? Ted, sorry. Ted, when did we last check on her? Is she dead? No, she's not dead. She's not dead. She is dying. But, my response to that isn't going to be like, well, you have had a hard day. It's the only job where you can get away with just telling people that you're doing what your job entails and then be thought of as a hero. I don't do that at work. I've never at work gone, Vicky, I'm just doing some data entry. Or I have, but she's never been reassured or impressed. In the same way, if a milkman comes to my door and goes, I'm just putting some milk on your doorstep, I'm not reassured or impressed by that. I think it was bloody weird. Anyway, I've probably nearly done 10 minutes. I'm sorry, it's something new, so I don't know how long some of it is. But I'll finish just with a ukulele thing, because that's what I do. You all know what the ukulele is?
Yep.
Yeah. Some of you might be looking at it being a bit confused, thinking it's a guitar in the distance, being held by a slightly above average sized man. It's not, it's an instrument all of its own. I took up the ukulele because I was recently singled. Thanks. I don't need your pity. Not as long as I've got pictures of her and an imagination. I did that joke quite recently, and before I could get to the punchline, just after I said, I don't need your pity, I was then assaulted by this sort of manic laughter from one woman in the front row, making it very clear that I did. I don't need your pity. You fucking do. You're a comedian. I want to finish just with a little song that I've written, called An Unfashionable Pair of Trousers. It's a pair of chords. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Joz Norris. You've been great. Thank you.
Joz is talking about hospitals, which remind me of